My name is Rich Wagner. I recreate the Colonial brewing process.
Inside the modern brewery, automated, scientific, a far cry from the colonial brew houses that used wooden tubs and cauldrons perched over oak fires. But despite the technology, today's brewers still rely on the same principles their forefathers did to make beer.
Most of the people who had an estate like this would have had a bake and brew house as part of the thing that had to be done to keep the estate going. So William Penn had a bake and brew house. Jefferson and Washington both had bake and brew houses at their estates down in Virginia. And any well-run gentleman's home would have probably made beer, wine, and they would have probably had distilling on premises. People didn't trust water back then because you could get a lot of waterborne diseases. They didn't understand germ theory. So one of the big parts of beer and beer making was that since you boiled the water, you killed any microorganisms that may have been pathogenic. And in addition to that, you were absorbing a lot of nutrients from the grain during the mash process. So you were making a healthful beverage. You were making a potable liquid that people could drink without getting sick. One of the interesting things about beer is that there's no disease-causing microorganism can live in beer. When I do this, I try to do it in an authentic way. I never use a thermometer. I don't even have a watch. I use the movement of the sun in the sky as my timer, and I use the practices that I've developed through many brews as the way to get my temperatures right. This may not make for the most efficient type of brewing from the modern brewing standpoint, but I'm sure it's the way that things were done back then when they didn't have a lot of the modern technological advances. Obviously, in a modern brewery, they don't use a wooden mash tun. They have a steam-jacketed stainless steel mash tun. They have a stainless steel kettle to take the place of the copper. They have modern ways of chilling the wort down. And they also have, the big difference is that they have a pure yeast culture. This is probably lighter in color than the malt that would have been possible to make in the 16 or 1700s. They were probably using a brown malt to make their beer, but in the same way that I'm doing it, I just have one style of malt, the style that's available to me. I use that as my recipe. I throw in hops that I grow from my garden, and that's my recipe, and I get what I get.